Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and I'm coming to you tonight in the garage, and yeah, I'm having to wear my glasses. I'm a little bit tired, and my eyes are kind of bothering me a little bit, but I was pretty productive today in the world of Texas gun vaulting because I got four things done today. 4 product reviews. I decided that I needed to hit the product reviews because those were kind of backing up so I can focus all on gun stuff. I did go to the range today and I shot another pistol I want to talk about. So I guess today's video is kind of a behind the scenes video, but I wanted to give you a little bit of insight into what I reviewed and what I discovered today, especially when it comes to a certain gun, the Bersa Thunder 380. But anyway, one of the product reviews I did was this Nightcore EDC 33 Lite. I'm going to tell you guys, this thing amazed me. This is the brightest light, most powerful flashlight I have ever reviewed. It claims 4,000 lumens on its powered flood setting, and oh my gosh, is this thing bright. I go outside and I filmed a portion where pretty much I'm lighting up the houses way down the block. This thing is amazing. It does get really hot though. This thing was pretty cool. I did go to the range and I shot my Walther PDP full size because I was reviewing 2 products on it. I have this Votatu, I guess is how you would pronounce it, red dot or reflex sight, because it's really not a red dot. It looks like a reticle on like an EOTech, but it's in a reflex sight, and the model is the PMD 504. It's another one of those affordable made in China sights, but this one really surprised me, and it really does work great. It's possibly the nicest one I've ever reviewed. That's, like those off-brand stuff. It uses an RMR footprint. The adjustments on it have clicks. That is a huge upgrade. I've been saying in some of my other product reviews, these things have to have clicks, and many of these like Chinese companies, they don't put them on there. They have to put them on there for it to hold 0. This company does, and this thing holds 0. It's rugged, and it has all the controls that I want. This thing is really awesome. I'm probably going to keep it on this Walther PDP for now until I have to use this for another review. And I also reviewed another Nightcore light. This is the Nightcore, and let me make sure I get the model number right, the NPL25. This little weapons mounted light down here. This thing is awesome. I love its size. I love its controls. It's super bright. And what's really cool about this is that it has so many adjustments for so many different pistols. Normally I test these things out on Glocks, and I think most lights are built around the Glock platform and the distances between the rail slot and the trigger guard, but the Walther is different. So I wanted to try that out, and this thing is awesome with all the adjustments. It's a pretty cool little weapons mounted light. So I got that review done today. So I got those 3 done, and then I also I really need to get to the rifle range, and I'm going to do that hopefully tomorrow because I got a bunch of rifles that I need to do at further distance that I can't do at my shorter range. But so I had 1 pistol left in the stack that's, doesn't need the longer distance, and it's one that I showed a couple days ago. My next door neighbor's Bersa Thunder 380, this one right here. And he let me review it because he said that thing is a piece of junk. He says that he shot it. It malfunctioned all over the place, and he was terrible with it when it came to accuracy. I'm like, well, I've never reviewed one of these. It kind of looks like a Walther PPK and maybe like the SIG, the P232, I think is the model number. I mean, it looks like it's a clone of that. So I was like, okay, I'll take it to the range. I'll see what it's about, because sometimes these more affordable gun reviews get me a lot of clicks, and a lot of people like them, and often I'll review these affordable guns, not like them, and people will get on my case about it because they're like, it's the greatest gun of all time. But let me tell you what, I always document my personal experiences, opinions, and thoughts on these guns. This is a great little gun. I mean, this thing is a great little gun. I did not have any malfunctions. I was using SIG 380 and PMC 380 in it. It ran like a top. It ran great. It shoots well in double actions. So I did everything from my usual, shooting at 7, 15, and 25 yards. even bench resting it and not even being able to see where the rounds are hitting the paper, it was pretty darn accurate. I shoot this thing great double action, even though it's not really a double action pistol. You do have that option on the first pull, but I would, of course, shoot. The gun would cycle. I would use the decocker, and then I'd have to take the safety off, and I could shoot double action again. And I did a whole magazine of that, or maybe 2 magazines of that. Super accurate. Maybe the only complaint I really have of it is the front sight on this example is canted just a little bit. But once I figured that out, I shot it better. It has good groupings for being such a small gun, even though it's 380, maybe because it's, I think it's a steel frame. Shot great. Low recoil. Trigger's actually pretty good for the price. I am really impressed with this thing. You know, sometimes people accuse me of being a gun snob, that I only like the expensive guns, and that's not the case. Sometimes I'll shoot expensive guns that I think I'm going to love and I hate. Sometimes I shoot cheap guns I think I'm going to hate that I end up liking and loving, and this actually might be one of them. This thing shot really, really well. Was not expecting that. Especially because my next door neighbor bought it and says this one sucks. This one does not cycle well. Well, I had absolutely no issues with it at all. So very impressed with this Bersa Thunder 380. Pretty affordable 380, and it ran like a top, and it was accurate for me. So I'll probably work on the range report on this one tomorrow after going to the range. And then if you're following my main channel, hopefully you saw my product review revisit on the QAPS concealment bag from 945 Industries. I will tell you that some videos, because I get notified of all comments on my channel, and I do my best to respond to all the comments. The video I made on this thing originally got me a lot of hate. Man, there were a lot of people that hated me on this because I even gave it like a high mark, but I use it as a fanny pack. Because to me, I'm a kid of the 80s and 90s. That's what these things were. And I have no fashion sense, and I say that in this revisit video. But people told me I got 2 things wrong. Number 1, you don't wear it like a fanny pack. You wear it like a messenger bag. So this, and you have this little strap right here that is both left and right-handed, depending on which way you want to carry. You can take this and you pull it down, and it opens the bag, and you can get the gun out. So people's like, you missed that. Terrible review. You're super lazy. You don't know what you're doing. You shouldn't be a YouTuber. I mean, I got so many mean comments on that video, and people I had to ban and block. But I got around to redoing it. Not really redoing it, but adding an addition saying, hey, I left some things out. Okay, fair enough. I'm fine admitting where I had a fault, and I did that. So that's everything that I was doing today. So I was a busy bee around here at the Texas Gun Vault. Got like 1, 2, 3, 4 things done. Got film on a 5th. So yeah, that's it. I told you guys I'm getting stuff done, and tomorrow's the rifle range. So I'm taking a few guns to the rifle range. So that's all the behind the scenes stuff. What do you guys think about this stuff? And do you guys like the product reviews? I like making the product reviews. I know they don't get as many views, but I will tell you, they're the ones that sometimes seem to last the longest when it comes to people still commenting on them. Because all my flashlight reviews, I get comments all the time on them. These are ones that I released like a year ago or whatever. People just find them. They don't get a lot of traction up front, but in the long run, they do. So anyway, I know not everyone's a fan of them, but I try to do everything gun-related and gun accessory-related and so forth. So I try to be a well-balanced and well-rounded channel. So that's it. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? Oh, there is. You know, yesterday here on this channel, I did the Texas Gun Vault poll question of the week. And the video was on, will the Supreme Court ever take up any of these assault weapons ban cases? Well, guess what happened today? In Massachusetts, a judge said that the Massachusetts assault weapons ban is constitutional because AR-15s are dangerous and unusual. And we all know that's a big farce, playing a word game. It's because the AR-15 is not unusual. It's in common use, because in order for something to be unusual, it has to be rare, right? It's the basic understanding of that word. And so if it's unusual, I don't know. It's these judges. I'm telling you, and until the Supreme Court steps in, and they just refuse to step in, I don't know why. We have enough of these cases that are all simmering. They can take one. I know people say they have to wait for the lower courts to finish, but how many more of these judges in these lower courts are going to rule this way before the Supreme Court finally steps in and goes, okay, we've had enough. We've had enough. I don't know, guys. I don't know. A lot of people disagreed with me on that one, saying they're going to wait, but I think they really do need to take an emergency hearing on that. So there you go. That's everything for tonight. Hope you guys are having a great week between Christmas and New Year, because what is today? Today is the 26th. Yeah, it's the day after Christmas. I guess it's Boxing Day in all the Commonwealth countries. So whatever that holiday is about, I have no idea. So happy Boxing Day if that's something that you guys celebrate. But anyway, let me know what you guys think, whether it be about the Bersa Thunder, which really surprised me, and I'm going to give this thing a lot of high marks. Any of the product reviews, I'm going to tell you, this little Votatu red dot is actually pretty darn good and worth looking into if you're looking for an affordable red dot. I'm very impressed with that. And the Nitecore products. I mean, Nitecore does make good stuff, and they have a booth at SHOT Show every single year. It's not like there's some no-name company that just is a fly-by-night Amazon thing. They actually are like a real company that puts out products every single year. And actually, I think my review on this light's going to be the first one on YouTube. So anyway, I'm very impressed by this thing. It blew me away. So what a great day here at the Texas Gun Vault, getting these product reviews done. But we'll get back to rifles and more long distance stuff tomorrow. So anyway, that's behind the scenes here at the Texas Gun Vault. So what is the word of the day? What's the word of the day? Product, because I did all these product reviews. Product is the word of the day. So if you made it to the end of this video, say product in your comment. I know you made it to the end, and you are a true vault dweller. And anyway, just out here doing my thing, working hard. For some reason, I love doing this stuff. It's my passion project. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thanks for being here in the garage with me every night and talking guns. It means a lot to me. So, as always, thanks for watching.